and welcome back to another episode of Chit Chat with me, all about The Bachelor. And today we're going to be talking about episode 3. I'm kinda at a different side of my bedroom. Usually I film over here where my bed is, but I decided to film this way because there's this huge window behind you guys and I just like the lighting better, and it doesn't create this like half shade on my face and whatnot. But anyways, I figured let's just jump right into the episode. So the first date was a group date. They had 2 group dates and one one-on-one date this week. The group dates I feel like were very theatrical in a way, and I felt really uncomfortable watching it because the girls were uncomfortable on the dates, and it's one of those dates where you really have to just go with the flow, and even if it's something that's way out of your comfort zone, it's just for fun. And I give a lot of the girls props for doing that. So it was, the first group date was wrestling, and the girls had to pretend to be these women wrestlers, and they were being trained by these 2, I guess, top wrestlers. And Tia and Bibiana got very uncomfortable. They weren't okay with the trainers talking bad about them and saying that they're weak and just kind of looking down on them. Which I totally get. I mean, those women were very hard on them, and that's not everyone's cup of tea. So yeah, I noted that. So I just wanted to say that I understand where they're coming from, and like I said, it's one of those dates where you kind of just have to go with the flow, even if it's not really what you're good at or used to doing or whatever. And during the dinner, Crystal pulled aside Ari first. What's new there? And as usual, she has a big target on her back and no one seems to really like her in the house. And I feel like that's only going to progress as the episodes later on gets shown. So, and of course, Bibiana was not having it again. Crystal, she seems to be the person where she wants to be kind of the center of attention, and she wants to be kind of at the top. So I feel like she's very competitive in a way where she needs to have the attention, all of the attention, but she'll give the girls a little bit of their time too, you know what I mean? So I said that she says she has to be more aggressive just because she didn't get the group rose. Becca got it, so I just thought that was interesting. And then let's talk about the one-on-one date. So Ari gave the one-on-one date to Lauren S. She's the girl with blonde hair, and I said that she was probably going to go kind of far because she is very beautiful and she seemed like Ari's type. So let's talk about that. Oh no, what happened? Okay, so yeah, they went on this very, very romantic wine vineyard kind of place, and it was so romantic. The sun was setting, they had dinner there, they walked around the vineyard a little bit, had wine, and I noted that they actually eat in this season of The Bachelor, which every other season, it's been like 22 seasons, but more with The Bachelorette and everything like that, but not one of those seasons you see anybody eating during the dinner date, so I just thought that was a first. The dinner date was very awkward. She even said in her interview she wasn't being herself. I felt like nerves kind of got in the way, and she was just telling him kind of a lot of things that weren't very necessary, I guess. So of course that didn't go so well, and she was sent home. And I feel like the person that you're supposed to be with, you just instantly are comfortable with them, and you shouldn't have to worry about being yourself. So I feel like that was the deal breaker there, because she did say that she wasn't herself around him. So I mean, it doesn't work out with everyone. She went home, and then on to the last group date. That was a very, like, I love dogs and puppies, so I thought that that was very fun. Although the whole dog trick show and everyone's acts were completely, like, just so bad, because none of the dogs are listening to them. But I give them a lot of props for just going up there and having fun with it. And I said that Annalise and her childhood traumas, like, I just feel so bad for that girl. Like, you know, first the bumper car and then the dogs. I mean, can't this girl catch a break? Yeah, we'll talk about her a little bit later on too. And then during the dinner, I said that I love Caroline and Ari. I just feel like there's some sparks there, and she's so, like, down to earth. You could just feel it when she's having conversations with him, and they seem to be really comfortable with each other, so I really like her. I also noted that there is so much kissing screen time this season. Like, I know it's a big thing that Ari's the kissing bandit and whatnot, but it's hard to really see any connections he's having with any of the girls, just because there are more kissing scenes than actual talking scenes where you're actually connecting with the women. So I don't know, that's just me as a audience watching is feeling about the season so far. And what else did I say? I said that I still love Becca K. She's the one with the brown hair, and she's from Minnesota. I just said that even the small bits and pieces of conversation that we do get to see them have, it feels like they just pick up where they left off. So I really, really like her still. I think she's a front runner. And he gave Becca, the other Becca with the short hair, the rose. Obviously you can tell that he's really into her, so she got the rose. Okay, so let's talk about the cocktail party. So I feel so bad for Viviana. She did that whole romantic setup for Ari to only have a blow up in her face, because Ari literally brought every girl to that spot, not knowing that she set it up for him. Like, I just felt so bad for her. And I mean, obviously she got sent home, but I started to really, really like her, even though she's very in-your-face kind of girl. Like, you don't want to mess with her. Like, I think she's, like, so badass. So yeah, I felt really bad for her. And then I also felt like the theme of the night was who hasn't kissed Ari yet. And it also kind of made me feel like this season isn't as serious yet, or yeah, at least not yet. Maybe in the later episodes we'll start to see and get more of a feel of the connections that he's building with some of the girls, but that's just what I thought. And then Annalise was sent home after confronting Ari because he told her she wanted a kiss and he wasn't ready to give her one. And I thought that it was very courageous of her to actually go and ask him, like, hey, do you see any potential with me? And he was being very honest with her. I told her that he didn't see a future. So if I was put in her position and I wanted, like, if he didn't want to kiss me, I would be concerned as well as to whether he even likes me. Let me know what your thoughts are on Viviana, Annalise, and what she did, and the whole feel of that episode. I wasn't really digging that episode. Like, I just didn't feel it. I felt like it's just something about it that I didn't really feel any like that he had any connections with anybody, and the conversations were kept short. And the girls that I like after this episode are Caroline, Becca K, and Tia. I think Tia and Ari are really cute together too. So those are the 3 girls that I'm loving so far. Let me know who your top runners are, and I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy another one of these episodes with me, and I'll see you guys next week. And if you guys are enjoying these chit chat with me about The Bachelor, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You don't gotta say it, I know you ain't staying.